And you know, we was talking earlier about the holidays, you know, Christmas and Thanksgiving, and I'm sure that you all, you know, gave these kids a good Christmas.
Well, we were blessed. We had a lot of different churches across the state, a lot of different companies investing some time and money in providing some good Christmases for these kids. I think of the boys at the PRTF in Danville. We had currently we hold 18 boys. We're getting ready to expand our services at the end of this month where we'll have 27 boys. But those 18 boys that were there got to go to Tempur-Pedic, which is a world-known company for mattresses. They're located in Lexington, Kentucky, is where their headquarters are. They threw a party for those boys, and 7 of the girls from our Moorhead facility. It was really, really neat to see the boys. Their ages 6 through 12. They got to come in. They had a Santa Claus come in and give them some gifts, and they got to sit at their own table. And each department that sponsored that child sat with them and spent some time with them and talked to them and just loved on them. They got to play some games, and the girls from Moorhead got to come in. They're girls at the ages of 13 to 17. But they got to come in and they had a beautician on hand and cut their hair, do their nails, just do some fun stuff like that for them.
That's phenomenal.
All the kids had a wonderful time, wonderful Christmas, and it's all due to the blessings of Tempur-Pedic. We've had some churches in Corbin that got together and gave us some money for different foster care groups to provide gifts for them. We were really blessed this Christmas to provide good Christmases and appropriate Christmases for these kids.
And that's what you're looking for, is people that's under the sound of our voice, churches, pastors, people to get involved and to do their part.
You know, when churches get involved and individuals get involved and companies get involved, it goes back to reinforce what we talk to the kids. And we tell them all the time, not only does God love you, but there are people out there who really genuinely want good for you.
Right.
They're praying for you. They don't know who you are. We have a thing where we have a lot of churches who will fill out a birthday card once a month and send it to, we can give you the child's first name at residential facilities and those kind of things, and you can send it to us. We'll make sure the child gets it. They don't know who, the church doesn't know who Bobby is, and Bobby doesn't know who the church is.
Right.
But one thing's for certain, we've got a church praying for Bobby. And Bobby knows that there's a church praying for him. And it reinforces what we talk about. Been to some of these kids' rooms. I've seen some of those cards sitting on their desks, up on the wall.
It means so much.
It means so much to them. It takes 2 seconds to write your name or the church's name or a Sunday school group, what have you, and mail that off. But it can mean a huge difference in the life of that child.
And you know, we're living in such a time where people take things for granted. You know, even children, you might take it for granted that you have 3 or 4 big game systems or something like that. What about these kids that don't have that?
Right.
You know, give and help and support and show love. You know, while we're early in the program, we want to give out your address and location so that people watching can keep this in mind.
Well, it depends. With so many different programs, best thing to do is give me a call.
Okay.
My office number is 606-679-6521. I'm located in Somerset. Tell me where you're at, what you'd like to help out. Whether you'd like to help out a residential program, we've got one in Danville, we've got one right outside of Somerset, we've got one in Moorhead, we've got some on the western part of the state. If you want to help out a foster care office, we've got one in Hazard, we've got one in Somerset and Danville. Or if you want to help out our Youth Support Center, our Youth Support Center is in London, and if you're in Laurel County, you may have heard of us. The Youth Support Center is really unique. We get these kids who are all court appointed. Maybe they've done some kind of something. Basically, a lot of times it's truancy because mom and dad don't really care if they're going to school or not. So they come to us and they're truant or those kind of things. The neat thing about our program is the judges have teamed up with us and realized, hey, this kid's not really a bad kid. This kid's got a kind of a chaotic home life, and let's show them something different. So rather than go out and pick up garbage or paint lines on the side of the road to fulfill their community service, they send them to us. And while they're with us, we give them anger management training, we give them drug and alcohol training, we give them basic life skills, we feed them every night, we help them with their homework, and then we have a church that comes in once a week to do a devotion with them and things. And it's so common to have these kids come to us and they're aggravated that they have to do community service. They're mad in their situation. They're mad that they have to come to some place. But we find by the end of their time with us, which is typically 30 to 45 days to fulfill their hours, they want to be able to come back. They want to come back. We've had kids who we've helped get jobs. We've had kids who we've helped get into college. We've had kids who our program director has literally lent out her card so a child can get her driver's license. And you know, that's making a difference, that's making an impact. The big thing is it's making an impact right here
Exactly.
in Laurel County and the
Yeah.
surrounding areas, because a lot of these kids, they're not going to Louisville to live. They're not going anywhere else. They're going to stay right here because they like Laurel County. They're
Right.
Laurel Countyans, and they want to stay here.
Right.
And so we're giving those kids who society might just cast aside, but we're bringing them in and helping them to see a better life, helping them to see what it is to be a productive citizen and to give value in themselves and what they're doing.
That is so
And so
great.
they're sticking around. They're going to be employees for you employers out there.
Right.
Our program there has almost a 70% success rate, meaning once they come through our program, the courts don't see them again.
Oh, that's great.
And when you talk about that they're one of these kids that are in the 80% are going to go on to be abusers and neglectors themselves unless something steps in, that is a phenomenal number for us. And it's a huge number for us. And YSC is making an impact in Laurel County.